cheekyricho's Mocha Mochi. Hi and welcome to cheekyricho's Mocha Mochi. We're making a Japanese dessert, a strong espresso flavoured mochi with a creamy, rich chocolate ganache type centre. Can't wait. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. There are only 6 of them, so let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is heat our cream and melt our chocolate. So just into the microwave with our chocolate on 20-second bursts, stirring between bursts to ensure it's well melted. Okay, our chocolate is well melted now. It's really quite smooth. It took about 60 seconds on full power. We're just going to add our cream now and mix that well in. The cream's warm also, and we need this well combined. So just keep stirring until it's nice and thick, and then we're going to pop it into the fridge to solidify. The cream will essentially turn it into like a chocolate butter. It only took about 45 seconds to stir that in, and it is well combined. So into the fridge to firm up. Now, just while our chocolate is chilling, we're going to make our mochi, or get it ready to make. Now, we're using glutinous rice flour. Don't use just normal rice flour. Make sure you have the one that's glutinous because it'll give it that nice chewy texture. To our rice flour, we're going to add our sugar. I'm using raw sugar because I happen to like the caramelly sort of taste that it gives it. And we've got some very strong espresso coffee, which is going to make this really quite dark and give it a bit of a bitter taste, and that's why we're using the milk chocolate, because that'll balance it out with the sweetness rather than use a dark chocolate. So just pop that in with our rice flour with about a teaspoon of our corn flour. Now that essentially will keep our mochi nice and soft when it's made, and this will actually keep for up to a week in the refrigerator. That's assuming you haven't eaten it by then. So just mix this up until it's well combined. You could use hot coffee or cold coffee, it doesn't really matter much. That smells pretty good already, and we're just going to sit that aside until our chocolate filling is chilled. That's only 6 minutes from this process to the making of the mochi. Now our chocolate ganache mixture has chilled. We've just got a medium-sized cookie scoop here. We're going to make some balls of it and pop it back into the fridge to really chill this time. Just get your little cookie scoop here and just pop them out onto a plate lined with some baking paper, and that will perfectly portion little sections of chocolate. Flicking it out. This recipe will bake about 8 or 9 of our little mocha coffee mochis. Into the freezer we go, or the coldest part of your refrigerator. Now it's onto our mochi mix. Just gives us another final little whisk. Into the microwave, 3 minutes on full power, and we're going to stir it again just to work that gluten. Okay, 3 minutes later, this is what you should have. It's really quite puggy. It almost looks like a mud puddle that's dried up. So we're just going to completely mix the raw portions with the cooked portions until it's really sticky. It'll actually lighten in colour the more you beat it. Just grab a wooden spoon, and that will be a bit tougher than our silicone spatula. It's very hot, so don't get it on your hands because it will burn you. Very strong coffee flavour coming from this bowl, let me tell you. That's all you really have to do. Scrape that off. Scrape down the sides because it will cook a little bit more on the edges where it's spread thinnest. Scrape down the sides. And send that back into the bottom of the bowl with the rest of your mochi, and back in the microwave again. See how really quite sticky that is? For another 2 minutes. Into the microwave we go. Okay, 2 minutes later, this is what you should have. It's risen in the bowl a little bit and it's really sticky now. And incredibly hot. Don't get this on yourself or it really will burn you. So just give one final little mix, and then we're going to turn it onto our silicone mat, which has been liberally dusted with corn flour, because this stuff will stick like you wouldn't believe. Plenty of corn flour. We're going to cover our hands in the corn flour as well, and the utensils that we're using, so that it doesn't stick. Pat that all down and tip this out. Oh, it's hot. Really hot. Ouch. Now this is really, really sticky, so we're going to put some more corn flour on the top of it and on our hands, and use our rolling pin, which is again well floured, to roll it out, because it will want to stick to everything. And it feels really quite strange on your hands. And we have to roll this out so that we can cut it with a plastic knife, because we never use metal knife on our Silplat mat, and cut this into 9 sections. Try to have it a bit even. Okay, now we just get our well floured cutter and cut it into portions. And that's what you should have. It's very elastic and very pliable. Right. And now we just grab one of our little mochi sheets and one of our really quite chilled chocolate balls, pop it in the center and pinch the mochi all around it until it's quite firm, and then pop those straight into a patty paper back into the fridge before that chocolate starts to melt. That's what you should have. And continue with the rest. You actually have to make this mochi whilst the mochi is still quite firm and pliable. If you chill it first, it's going to make it very difficult to work with. So just pinch it tight all around, dust it with a little more corn flour and just pop it into a patty paper. Cheekyricho's Mocha Mochi. A little taste, shall we? Slice it in half. It's really quite sticky, so it's going to stick to the knife. Just be prepared for that. These aren't designed to be cut. I'm just doing this to show you. We just bite them and have a little taste, and they are divine. Rich, creamy milk chocolate encased in a aromatic, coffee-laden mochi wrapping. I love those things. They're chewy, rich, strong mocha flavour, and that rich, creamy chocolate centre. Yummy. Hope you give it a try. Thanks for watching. Just going to use a wet knife to slice through that. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheekyricho channel, and don't forget to please subscribe. And do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. We're uploading lots of videos every week. And thank you very much for watching. Cheekyricho's Mocha Mochi. Cheekyricho's Fresh Mango Mochi.